1-minute battles in Clash Royale. Are you kidding me? No, it's true, you guys. It's happening all the time. And now this, who knows, could this end up being a new game mode in Clash Royale? Could they actually institute something like this, a 1-minute challenge? We've heard of, obviously, the double elixir challenge, and we know that in the last minute of a regular battle, it goes to double elixir. But what about the fact that, well, a lot of people lately, I've noticed, have been doing this you go first kind of thing. Now, with the meta the way it is, there are certain cards that you just don't want to play first. You obviously would rather go down the lane that your opponent is coming down. Maybe you've got a rocket in your deck, in your starting hand. At least for me, that's usually the reason I will avoid dropping anything right in the beginning if I want a chance to rocket a unit that my opponent is going to drop in the very back. And we'll see that in just a moment. But right here, you've got Strafes from FA Emerald and his opponent Sharvie over there just trading the emotes. And so one of these times where you wish the emotes didn't have a limit, because obviously you're going to want to use them when the battle actually gets underway. Now this only went about a minute before somebody finally started dropping troops, and boy did he drop them. Sharvie drops. Now, anyway, so what happened here, you guys, was Strafes said that he had some connectivity issues right there, because you'll notice there was a good, I don't know, 6 seconds or so where Strafes didn't drop a thing. So it started out with Strafes intentionally waiting, and then unintentionally he had some connection problems and he loses a tower. So his opponent completely untouched, but the redeeming factor is, well, there's two. Number one, okay, three, fine. Number one, Strafes has a Lava Hound. Number two, he's a higher level, and number three, he's a pretty good player himself. Now, what I want to hear down in the comments, you guys, is what do you think about a variation of this as a new game mode in Clash Royale? Would it work? A 1-minute battle, and you could change some of the rules. It could be double elixir the whole time, and maybe, how about this, one of those rules that you've seen in some other outside tournaments where if it comes down to a tie, the player with the most remaining hit points left, or the player that has gotten the other player's tower down the furthest. Meaning, if you've got 500 hit points left on each of your towers, but your opponent has 499 hit points left on either tower, you win. So that wouldn't lead to a lot of ties, because obviously, with a 1-minute game mode, you would see a lot of ties unless you change the rules. So my suggestion is 1-minute battles, and there are tiebreakers that come down to hit points. Right here, Strafes somehow comes back in the last 20 seconds, and then he's got the old double Lava Hound going, all sorts of air units, the minions, the Mega Minion as well, and they are just going to converge. His opponent desperately trying to put something together, but it is not going to happen. Strafes keeps the pressure on until, yes, his opponent realizes it was a good game. Sort of. So again, let me know down in the comments, you guys. You know there's always room for a new challenge or a new game mode in Clash Royale. I still like 1-minute battles. Now, should we let these run out for the full duration? Okay, maybe we'll fast forward them. We don't need that desperately to get to 10 minutes for this video, okay? So we will run this at about 4 times speed. As you see, Aaron and M from FA Tournament just sitting, and this time they do wait until you get to double elixir, which personally would be where I would wait if at all possible, unless my opponent goes. Here it goes. Now they are down to just about double elixir, and this is where the fun begins. The Royal Giant in the back. This time again, neither player had the rocket ready. Usually for me, that's the only reason I prefer to wait. Now this guy, Aaron, big push on the left-hand side. The rocket, there it was from M. She had it in her deck, just didn't have it ready at the time, but almost no damage on that left tower. The Royal Giant facing off with Sparky, and Royal Giant goes down. We all know Emily, all check that out. Squeezing in the Royal Giant in front of the Sparky. An absolutely deadly combination, even with the Elite Barbs in there. Of course, the Royal Giant getting the job done, and check it out. Double Sparky action, last 20 seconds. Sparky in the back, annihilating everybody up front. And that lets the Royal Giant practically stand on top of the tower, you guys. That Royal Giant was almost right on top of the tower. Here it comes, the coup de grace. Sparky takes out the tower in the final 5 seconds, and M grabs the win. So there it goes. Now, again, you guys, we have heard a lot of ideas for new card concepts, but I want to hear your game mode, your challenge, your tournament ideas. I want to pass them on to Clash Royale's team. So if there is an idea that shows up down there that gets enough upvotes, that gets enough support, and is a good enough idea, I will definitely reach out to that person and give them some free gems. Pop on over to their clan. So make sure down below that you leave me your clan name and hashtag, your player name, and your idea. Okay, if you do all those things and get enough upvotes, then I will come to your clan, start a tournament for you guys, give you personally a gift card for your amazing idea, and if it's good enough, I'll pass the idea on to Supercell's Clash Royale team, just in case maybe it's something they hadn't thought of. Now, this is me waiting until the final minute. Now, I didn't have the rocket to start out, but I did get the rocket off on the left-hand side on the mini P.E.K.K.A. Beautiful. I love it when that works out. I love it when I don't chief pat my rockets. That one definitely did not get chief patted. Got the target down, got that mini P.E.K.K.A. and the tower damage. So right here, we're going kind of equal damage on both sides. This is a 13 versus 13 confrontation, and the Musketeer unfortunately survives, clearing out the right-hand side. He's pushing down the left with the Golem. So I've got the Tombstone, and we're getting ready to try to defend against this Golem. I had to use the Skarmy off on the right. Going to go ahead and try to put a push together here. One of the things I've found that gives me a bit of an advantage when facing a Golem user is keeping the pressure on the other tower and forcing him to use what normally would be support cards in the counter, and that's what happened on the right. You see the Bomber, the Musketeer, the Mega Minion all went down the right-hand side. They were not able to help out with the Golem on the left. By keeping that pressure on, we almost got that right tower down as well. Check it out. He switched. I'm going in with a rocket right on top of the Golem. In comes the winning log. Hashtag love the log. So there you go, guys. 3 one-minute battles. Is this a new game mode? Could it happen in Clash Royale? I think there's something like this coming in our future. What do you guys think? Let me know down again in those comments. And in the meantime, let's check out some comments from previous videos. Teslog Pro, along with a bunch of others, really are liking the new Galadon Gaming logo, and I really appreciate you guys. I'm super happy about that. Thank you for the compliments on it. Some other people seem to be thinking conspiracy theory. How about this one? Galadon Gaming, GG, good game. That's actually one of the reasons I really like the Galadon Gaming logo and the GG. Always be a good sport, right? But then there's this guy, Richie Sambora, 1903, Galadon Gaming, Royal Giant. Some people call it Royal GG. Next up, we've got a comment. Happy to be the blame of you getting a legendary. Federico Giantoni. Federico Giantoni, 123, says, thanks to me, he got a legendary. You're welcome. And next up, I couldn't resist, drop this troll comment in from Oru. Every time I make it to the end of a Galadon video, it seems like instead of saying mournful attacks, he should be saying, see you tomorrow for mournful attacks. Well, I'm getting better. Come on, I try. And next up, BS Music Shop says, Galadon, did you think about being a rap singer? I mean, wow, you're darn good. Thank you very much, BS. If you guys want to see more Gala raps, make sure you check out the stream recap videos. I have it in every single one of those. And I also am rapping in every single live stream. All right, here is more support for the Frog Rider. You guys are loving the Frog Rider card. That is definitely going to be one of the cards that I think I will submit to Supercell as an idea for new card concepts. Everybody loving the Frog Rider, but again, I'm still looking for more hashtag made my own legendary cards. They don't have to be legendary. And I love this comment on an older video. This was on the YouTuber Clash Royale tournament video. And looks like this guy couldn't decide who to root for. He wanted Molt, but he loves Pat. But if you guys haven't checked that video out, I'll link it up at the end of the description. A lot of fun to see, again, what was a very, very early version of the game. And yes, Galadon playing the Expo. Last but not least, Sentinel YT is talking about the clan battles. And I agree, you guys. Get ready. I know everybody wants to see this be a permanent part of the game. We are going to lobby Clash Royale until they do it. In the meantime, thank you guys as always for watching all the way to the end of this video. Subscribe for the earliest possible update and sneak peek information. Watch me live stream on beam.pro/Galadon. And yes, come back again tomorrow for more full attacks. More full attacks. More full attacks. More full attacks.